Okay, Libra. Just off the bat, it looks like you are going to have a powerful month of May. So what you're desiring for the month of May, we actually have the Chariot. I love this card. It is a super energetic and powerful energy. Libra, I feel like you're ready to take action. You are in full steam ahead mode. You're definitely feeling more on your aggressive, fiery, bold, adventurous. You're ready to go. I feel like there's no hesitation left in you at all. And if you've been, weighing certain decisions or options, you have made up your mind in regards to something. Either that or that's where you want to be. So you're either at this place, Libra, or you might be kind of feeling indecisive, and this is where your goal is to get. You're like, I want to know exactly what I want to do, and I want to choose it, and I want to go for it, full steam ahead, 110%, because the Chariot is a dynamic action energy. So this is all about taking those actions that you are 100% confident, you're 100% in tune, you're 100% in line with your intentions, and you're going for it. You're charging ahead, full steam ahead. You have no doubt, you have no reservation, and you're very powerful. You're powerful in your intention. You're confident. You're like a chariot. If you look at the army of horses that this card has, and it's balanced, the dark and the light. It has fire energy. It has intensity. So I feel that whatever your goals and your intentions are, you either are using this energy in the month of May, or this is what your goal is to really just have that dynamic action, that dynamic energy, and to go for it with just total courageousness, bravery, and confidence. So that's pretty awesome, Libra. It's really cool energy. Okay, so what you're currently valuing or identifying with, or what you can identify with or value in others, we actually have the Tower energy. So this is a very powerful energy, and it's really about something that was not built on solid foundations is basically toppling. So I feel like you're at this place, Libra, where you're all about authenticity. And you're all about letting the truth be made known. You're done with the illusions. You're done with the falsehood. You're done with anything that was like a mirage or just something that didn't have stable foundations. You are valuing something, because the opposite of this is, once something has fallen, once something that wasn't on steady foundations, comes to an end, it even though it can be painful and it can be like intense, it gives you the space and the freedom to create anew and to create something from scratch, to create something fresh that's going to be solid, that's going to be based on solidity and authenticity, and something that you can research and say, hey, this is where I want to go. This is exactly what I want to do. It's going to be based on my truth. It's going to be based on my authenticity. So I feel that you're displaying a really powerful energy, Libra. Like, you are bold right now. You're just done. You're done messing around. And if there has to be a change in your life, you're going for it. If something has come to an end and it's requiring you to take dramatic action, you're doing it. You're willing to do what it takes. I feel like there's a powerful force, action, energy in your life right now, and it's propelling you forward. You're getting more in tune with who you are. You're getting more in tune with your truth about who your core being is. And anything that hasn't served you, or that's been like an illusion, or that hasn't been solid foundation in your life, that maybe wasn't based on who you authentically are, you're wanting that to fall. You're wanting that to cease. You're wanting that to be over so that you can move on or create something new. And that kind of aligns with the obstacle or potential obstacle for the month of May, and it's actually death and transformation. So my thought here is I feel like this is what you're valuing, but maybe there's a part of you that's afraid of it. Maybe there's a part of you that wants to stay safe, that wants to stay comfortable, that, you know, doesn't want to ruffle the feathers, doesn't want to, you know, just cause disruption or disharmony or hurt somebody's feelings, or, you know, the status quo, or, you know, caring what other people think, whatever. I mean, there's a million reasons, but the temptation is to not allow this transformation to happen, because, you know, as you can see, this is like a little cocoon, and, you know, this is where you're at right here. And the temptation is to stay in that dark, little safe place. But what God and the universe has for you is this beautiful butterfly. And it's like the sun's coming out, the sunlight's coming out. And so, you know, embrace this change, embrace this transformation, because it's going to be beautiful. And I know that there's fear and hesitation there, but you can welcome it with open arms, because you are safe, you are loved, you are protected. And it's going to be something for your good. It's going to be something that's going to help you to be who you truly are. And you're a beautiful person. And the world wants to see you like a butterfly. Wow, so powerful, Libra. I'm so proud of you. You're going through this powerful transformation, and it's very intense. It's very intense, but it's exciting at the same time. And I feel like you might still be a little apprehensive, but you're ready for it. As far as the the actions to take for the month of May, we have the King of Cups. Okay, so this is interesting. So what this tells me, the King of Cups is, it can be a male or a female. This is obviously going to be more the masculine side of this energy. So this tells me that it's going to help you to be in tune with your emotions in the month of May. It is key for you to be in tune with your emotions, what you are feeling. Now, with that being said, you want to, you know, kind of have a male objective view in regards to your emotions. So meaning you don't want your emotions to just take over and take you down a road that, you know, is hard to come back from. You want to keep an objective view, because this guy, even though he's a very emotional, caring person, he's still very objective. He still gets the job done because he's very ambitious and he works. He keeps things going, and he does care about other people, but he's more balanced in his emotions. So I feel like, you know, the key for you to kind of keep grounded is to definitely let your intuition and your emotions guide you this month about what choices you need to make, but also keep balance in your life. So keep doing your job, keep, you know, pursuing your goals, this guy is also very caring about other people. So keep caring about those around you, your family, your friends, your loved ones, but just keep your emotions in check, keep balance. And, you know, make sure that you're kind of attending to each area of your life, not putting too much effort or energy into any one aspect, but seeing the big picture. Because obviously, Libra, I feel like you're dealing with a lot of emotional stuff this month. You definitely are. You're definitely dealing with a lot of emotions, but the key is just to keep your emotions in balance and in check, but not to ignore your emotions either, not to be all rational and all in your head. Because you want to feel with your heart and you want to feel with your intuition. That's important. So the right attitude to have for yourself and others. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. This is an intense month, Libra. We have the Eight of Swords, and this is represented by a crisis. And a serious conversation, a heart-to-heart conversation. So this is something that you could be having within yourself, because it's a sword. So it's obviously about the mind and the logic and communication and language. It can be self-talk. This could be a hardcore conversation you have to have with yourself. And I know that sounds kind of funny, but this is like one of those conversations that, even though it's intense, and it often brings, you know, it kind of touches on the shadow side or the dark side, or it kind of deals with things that we don't really want to deal with. It really, in the end, it sets you free, because it clears the air. Like after a pouring down rainstorm, it's like, it's so fresh outside. You can breathe, you feel refreshed. That's what this conversation is going to do for you. And this is going to either be with yourself or it could be with another person. you are going to probably be having some conversations in the month of May. And like I said, it could either be with yourself or it could be with people around you. That, because obviously, Libra, you are making powerful choices in your life right now. You are ready to move forward. And in order for that to happen, in order for things that aren't serving you anymore to kind of collapse so that you can start new, so that there can be a powerful transformation, there have to be, those serious conversations. And I know we can only handle so much, so balance your energies, because this is reminding you to kind of keep the balance, make sure that you don't focus totally on all this stuff, keep work up, keep play, keep friends. But you definitely don't want to neglect having this conversation, because I feel like this is kind of critical. Whatever this conversation is, like I said, with yourself or with others, it needs to happen. This communication needs to happen, because it's really going to clear the air. It's really going to help understand yourself or someone else so that you know what to do next. So there's a very important conversation that needs to be had in the month of May. Not sure what that is, only you can know. And like I said, this is a general reading, but this also could be a conversation having within yourself about where you're at in life, what your intentions are, where you truly want to go from here, and just being honest. This is also about honesty. This conversation is like, there's no holding back. Like, you're laying all the cards on the table. There's no more like games. There's no more deceit. There's no more, hide and seek or, cat and mouse. It's really, everything's laid out bare for all to see. I mean, this is a very real conversation, and that may seem scary, and the temptation is to run from that transformation, but don't, because when you're done, you're going to be like, you're going to be able to take this energy to a whole new level. You're just going to like soar. So let's just recap before we get to the outcome. So for the month of May, Libra, you are desiring dynamic action and energy. I feel that you are ready to move forward. You are done thinking about things, or you want to be done thinking about things. You want to just move forward. You want to be either yes or no. You're ready to go in a certain direction, and you want to start taking those action steps today, now. And it's a very confident energy. It's a bold energy. It's a powerful energy. What you're valuing, what you're currently identifying with, is the Tower energy, and that's about something that was not working, that wasn't solid, basically being destroyed, being wiped away, so that something new, of more sturdy foundations, something that's more lasting and enduring, can be replaced. So something has not been working for you, Libra. I don't know what that is, but you are ready for that transformation. You're ready for the change. However, that's actually the obstacle or the challenge in the month of May. And that might be actually fighting that transformation or fighting that death, because it's kind of more comfortable and safe to stay where we were, to stay what we used to know. But I encourage you, and, not just me, God encourages you, the universe encourages you to embrace it. It's beautiful, Libra. It's going to be so freeing and liberating for you. You're a beautiful butterfly, and it's just going to help you expand your wings. You're a beautiful creature and a beautiful person, and the world wants to see you in all your glory. So embrace that transformation, embrace that change. The actions to take are that of the King of Cups, and that's going to be a emotionally balanced stance. You definitely need to be in tune with your emotions for the month of May. You don't want to neglect them and just all be in your head, but you also want to keep a balanced perspective. So you want to still attend to work, to your job, to your friends, to your family, to your home, to your exercise routine, whatever keeps you in line and keeps you balanced. That's the perspective to have, but not to neglect your emotions, because your emotions are really going to give you the intuition and the insight to clear the way for this new beginning. As far as the attitude to have, there's a conversation that needs to happen between either yourself and yourself, or you and somebody else. And this is going to be a very honest and upfront and decisive. It's going to give you a lot of clarity, and it might be intense, and it might be very to the point, but it needs to be said, it needs to be spoken, and it's really going to clear the air for you. If you do all these things, Libra, and like I said, I mean, I sensed right away that it looks like, and like I said, it's probably not, it may not be for all Libras, but a lot of Libras are going to have an intense emotional month for the month of May, but it's exciting because I feel like you're really growing and you're really evolving and you're really manifesting who you're supposed to be. If you do all these things, we have the Nine of Wands, and Nine of Wands is really about, it's about setbacks. So what I feel like is if you do these things, if you apply yourself, you're going to overcome these setbacks that have been happening. If there have been setbacks in your life, if there have been like, you just feel tired and weary and exhausted and like you keep trying, but then you feel like one step forward, two steps back or whatever, you're going to become stronger as a person. You're going to have more resilience. You're going to have more endurance. You're going to have more optimism and faith and courage in those times that are difficult. Because like we always are all going to have some type of obstacle, but you're going to be able to handle those setbacks better. They're not going to be so threatening to you. They're not going to weigh you down so much. They're not going to like disorient you as much. You're going to become more powerful. So this energy that you're kind of working with and dealing with, I feel like you're firing something in yourself because you want to move forward. And sometimes in order to do that, we have to kind of create, you know, a metamorphosis or a transformation or, you know, a tower or, you know, we have to have that so that we change. And I feel like you're stirring this in yourself because you're ready for transformation. You're ready for it. So there might be a subconscious part that's afraid. Just know that's normal. But honestly, Libra, there's something very powerful going on with you right now. I'm super excited for you. Just remember that you're such a beautiful energy. People love you. And you have, thank God for Libras, because you keep the peace amongst us and you understand all the different signs. So just know how valuable, how special you are.